Lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today I am going to do a Metal King or Divine Masculine update. We call this a Metal King reading because the first time I used this Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck to tap into the DM Collective, he identified himself as this. The first card that came out, this is how he said he wanted to be known. He wanted to be known as a Metal King. Fully armored up, cold, wearing a mask, not in touch with his emotions, looking to run at the slightest inclination of emotions, okay? So this is who we wanted to be identified as. So we're going to see if he's still the Metal King, but I can tell you the energy I'm feeling from the collective is that they're not. In fact, they are all in their fields right now. So unless you're incredibly new to the journey, and by new, I mean like, you just found out about twin flames or soulmates, you had a soulmate connection maybe 6 months ago or whatever. Unless you're new, most of your DMs are having heart chakra activations at this point in time, because a lot of them are in dark night. They are in dark night. A lot of things have been crumbling. So much stuff going on in life. So many tower moments, tower moment after tower moment. They're on that brink of surrendering to spirit. Surrendering that battle of the mind over the heart. I've done quite a number of tune-ins last week, and I saw the same thing in all of them. Most of them are having heart chakra activations. Sorry guys, just give me a moment here. Just clean my glasses. These are wear glasses. I had to give my contacts a break. yeah, so that's what's happening with them. So let's have an overview, and in this reading we look at what's happening with DM spiritually. So we tap into this deck. We have the River Queen, so that's somebody that's emotional. Then we're going to look at their emotional body. We're going to look at what's happening with them in the 3D. We're going to see what they're thinking about DF. And then we will go into the extended heart space. What he might be hiding from you. What's blocking the connection. And I say he, but it's masculine energy. We're going to get some 3D messages, which I'm loving these days, quite frankly. They're so powerful. Some 5D messages from their higher self. And then we're going to look at potential actions towards you by the end of the month. And then we're going to end up with some advice. Guys, I'm going to be in a different locale from tomorrow. I'm going home to see my family, which I've not seen since we went into lockdown in March. I've not seen them in the flesh. I only saw my mother about 2 weeks ago when she came to visit. So it's first I'm going to see my family. So I have a couple readings to do for people. So of course they will be right on time. Some of you guys have delivered them already because I needed to clear my schedule. You get your daily readings. You don't worry about that. I'll wake up early and do those, okay? I'm not going to leave you guys out in the cold, okay? And as we said, out in the cold, the first one is the Ice Queen. Oh my goodness. Okay, it says ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement. So DM in hibernation right now. He's not taking any action. I think doing a lot of thinking. I think there's a lot of wisdom that he's getting, and a lot of wisdom, a lot of help from the spiritual realm. Really tapping into his intuition here. We see this bubble here, okay, which is, it looks like it's a moon, but I think his spirit guides have put him in a protective bubble because right now he's requiring rest. There's something that's ending in his life, and in order for him to be energized for the new cycle, needs rest. Been through a rough time, tower moment after tower moment. Everything crumbling. I'm also getting that he might be dealing with an ice queen. So for some of you who your DM might be with a karmic energy, this is who they're dealing with, an ice princess, an ice queen, okay, who feels very entitled here, very cold energy. But that's what DM manifested because he didn't want to deal with emotions. Okay, he ran from it and ran right into this ice cold environment here. Let's get another card. So spiritually, he's at rest, doing some major healing, listening to spirit. We also have the Fire Prince. So this is a recognition of his own inner fire, his own inner power. So a lot of them might be experimenting with their spiritual gifts at this point in time. I picked that up from some of the clearings that I did, because it looks like a lot of them try to explore the 5D without sufficient protection and picked up infections. So they are really recognizing that they have this inner fire, they have this healing energy, and a lot of them have been testing it out, whether through astral projection or remote viewing. There's something that they're trying. All of them are doing. Okay. I'm also getting a pretty fired up about their home life. There's some fiery energy happening in their home life as well. They feel like they have to be on the defensive. There's a lot of anger here, but anger is much better than that low vibration of shame and blame. So definitely a big shift here. So we have fire and ice going on. So DM is a person that's torn in two. Okay, fire and ice. Let's get another card. So doing a lot of healing, and that healing energy, listening to spirit, is really making him recognize his own inner fire. Now we have the Shadow Queen. So there are a lot of shadows that are being brought up for his release, for his healing. He's acquiring a lot of knowledge here, a lot of enlightenment. This is giving me like hermit vibes, but this could also be an energy that he might be dealing with, whether it's his shadow side that's represented by the karmic. So his inner shadows and his outer shadows as well, facing that outer demon. Sorry. That's manifested by that karmic energy and all those inner demons as well. Okay, so we got two queens and a prince. All right, so that's what's happening to him spiritually, facing shadows, doing a lot of healing, and recognizing his own inner fire, his own inner divinity. Emotionally, let's see what's happening. All right, so we have the people pleaser here. Okay, so I'm going to clarify. So, but it looks like he may still be in people pleaser mode. We're going to see. We have gratitude. Gratitude. So really try to shift his focus on what's going right in his life. And we have remorseful. Listen, so this has been coming out a lot for the DMs. That's the energy that they're in, but they're taking it to the extreme where they're wallowing in shame here. Okay, all right. So let's see this people pleaser. Spirit, why did you give us this card? All right. So what I'm getting here, there's a cycle of people pleasing that's coming to an end, because this is an energy of speaking up, and it's very much like this Fire Prince, all fired up here. Okay, not keeping silent, speaking out. So there's an energy of people pleaser that it looks like it's coming to an end. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting as well the reason why. Okay, so they're giving us some background here. The reason why DM is such a people pleaser is because he's afraid of rejection, and this is something connected to his childhood. But he's speaking out about that. He's speaking out about that because the only person that he wants to please right now is the Empress. But I'm also getting that there's a mother wound here. There's a mother. All the things that he's doing is for the approval of some kind of mother energy in his life. So some kind of parental energy, but I'm really getting some mother wound. That's where this people pleasing comes from, where this fear of rejection comes from. It's from his mother. But the only person that he wants to please right now is the Empress, and he's walking away from things that don't serve him here. Let's see this gratitude. He's in this energy of gratitude. We have the Lovers. I think he's grateful for your connection. He's really tapping in. And there's even a mother in here. So it's like he's facing a choice. Does he stay here and keep manifesting from his mother wound? or does he move towards the Empress? Let me get this card. Yeah, he's really grateful. We have the Two of Cups here, really grateful for your connection, because he's really appreciating it now. And this is what is making him stand in his power here, as this magician. And that's why he wants to take action. He's really grateful. He's really recognizing how much your love, your affection, your energy is affecting him. Let's see this remorseful energy here. Yeah, Judgment. He's wide awake now and seeing everything clearly, and he's seeing what he's seeing about himself he does not like. Okay, so again, a lot of shame, a lot of blame. He's really beating himself up for the things that happened. But it looks like he was able to come to this point because it looks like he was under divine judgment. So now he's feeling left out in the cold because your energy is not warming him like it used to. I think for a lot of you, you just pulled back. And you decide, you know what, you're going to give that energy to yourself. And this is what's drawing these karmic cycles in his life to a close. We have the World here. So, yeah, so big shift for him. Big shift for him, but he has to pull himself out of this shame and blame energy here. So even this anger that we're seeing is a positive shift in the right direction. Remind me to share that emotional spiral with you, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anger is a lot higher vibration. Anger is much more high vibrational than shame and blame. Alright, so in his 3D world, what's happening? Decide to use a different deck. This is a Gilded Reverie Lenormand. We usually use the Kipper cards, which I really love. But change is good. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so we have this ship that's kind of floating here, and number 3. And we do have, this is the 10 of Swords. So it looks like there's something ending with a third party here. Okay, this is an end, a painful ending. This third party, this a ship is on the move. All right, so what I'm getting is that there's this movement that's happening because there's an ending that's happening with a third party. He's on his own journey right now. I'm getting that there was a lot of mountains to surmount, but it looks like he somehow found a way. All right, so we're gonna pull some cards on these, but that's what I'm getting. What else is happening here? All right, we have 44. I don't read reversals. Okay, and this is like a wild card. So I'm getting like, I don't know, World vibes or Wheel of Fortune vibes. But this is the World. Because there's a kind of energy of exploration in this. So what I'm getting from this is that, he's taking a closer look at his life and the people in his life. What do we have here? Card number 24. It says 24 in the back. If you look in the back here, it says 24. 24 reduced to 6. That's about love. So he's having a closer look at love. There's a star here that's healing. But there's a woman that he's taking a closer look at. And then there's CM on top. So initial CM might be, maybe means confused masculine. But he's taking a closer look at his life and his life choices. That's what I'm seeing here. Also seeing two birds divided. So it looks like you guys are in separation, and he's really taking a look at that. I'm gonna pull some cards. But 44, talks about stability. And 44 also reduced to 8, which is about strength, right? So I'm getting that he's looking at his foundation. He's looking at where he came from and where he's about to, where he needs to go. Taking a closer look at his life, really examining his life here. And he's making a wish. Another wild card. Another wild card. And it's a card number 5, 41 reduced to 5. And that's about, that's challenges, tribulations, change. So, it looks like he's in the midst of it right now, really going through it. And he's wishing, he's making a wish and is wishing well here. So we're going to see what he's wishing for. All right, so let's see. It's interesting. I think I'll use this deck more often. Okay, so it looks like DM is ending some other situation here, third party, to come towards the Ten of Pentacles. Or he could be leaving a family situation. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, it looks like there's been some kind of shadowy energy in this family situation. It looks like things are coming to a head. We have the moon here. So he's decided he's going to follow his intuition and leave some kind of, it looks like a family setup. Yeah, because he's recognizing wherever he's at, he's not being supported. He's not being loved. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse here. Okay, so it looks like he's leaving some kind of third-party situation. For most of you, it looks like it might be some kind of family setup here. He's following his intuition because he's recognizing that there's no love here. He's not being supported. Let's see what he's doing with this magnifying glass. Well, he's taking a leap of faith, it looks like. It looks like he's been examining his life and the stability or the structures that he's built. And it looks like he's decided, time for a change. So you see, like, just as how I thought it was time for a change with these cards, it looks like he's like, no, time for a change. Time for a change. Yeah, he's just going to release this burden and end this cycle. Look, we have 10 of Wands here, and look, we have the 8 of Cups. I'm walking away from some kind of burden, some situation. I think he's been doing some deep reflection. I mean, and that's exactly what you do when you're in dark night, right? You really dig deep. And I think he's been digging deep about his love relationships, because we saw 26 reduced to 6, right? About his love relationships, choice in partners, places that need healing. And he's walking away. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what he's wishing for. Oh, he's wishing for communication. But the only thing he can do now is look. He's wishing for communication. Yeah, but his thinking now is just not the right time. Not the right time. Yeah. Wishing for commitment. We have the Hierophant. Not the right time. It looks like he's in some kind of codependent, committed relationship right now. Look at here. So it looks like he's wishing to be single. So wishing for communication, but it's just not. It's not the right time. It isn't. All right. So let's see where his head is at with regard to DF at this point in time. But it looks like a lot of the inner reflection, and definitely withdrawn from whoever is around him. I'm seeing that. Let's see where his mind is at with regard to you. When he thinks about you, thinks about this connection, where's his mind at? Okay, we have the Death card, transformation, change. It's all about change right now, Scorpio. We got the world in reverse. So there's something that's still at play here. There's some kind of karmic cycle still at play here. We're going to clarify. So this is Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. And then we have this sword of truth coming out. So seeing the truth about you, speaking the truth, wanting to be his authentic self to everybody. To everybody. All right, so let's see this Death card here. Yeah, surrendering to transformation. Some of you guys definitely dealing with Scorpio. He is wide awake right now. Wide awake. We have judgment here. Wide awake, looking at everything clearly, looking at it, looking at this karmic cycle clearly. That's what he's doing. Looking at this karmic cycle and seeing the truth of it all. Seeing the truth. It's like, he was blinded before, didn't want to see the truth. And there's 6 little flecks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So seeing the truth about love and his decisions in love. Let's see the world. The world in reverse. So that's a karmic cycle at play. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to work hard here to prevent some tile from falling. Okay. Really assessing the situation here. It looks like he has some sort of investment in here. I'm getting it's a monetary investment. So he's trying to make sure that everything doesn't fall down here. Good Lord. But it's falling down anyway. Yeah, so really trying to follow his intuition. We have the High Priestess. This is also why he may not be getting communication at this point in time. Okay, he's working hard to make sure that everything doesn't fall down, but he knows it's time to move on. We have the 8 of Wands. He wants communication, but there's a situation that he has to address here, or he will lose everything that he's built. He will lose it, and he doesn't want that. We see the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, totally stressed out. You see, the truth now is causing him anxiety. He thinks that he's lost you. And he doesn't want this to end. He thinks that he's lost you. Yeah. So he knows now. He knows the truth. He knows the truth about love. And the lovers. He knows who his lover is. And it looks like he's making a decision. 2 of Swords in reverse. No longer conflicted about that. He knows. He knows. And he wants to put in the effort. But he's working hard in the material world because he thinks that's the only way that he's going to salvage his life at this point in time. Very focused on the material world. Okay? And working on himself. Trying to build himself up. Especially his self-esteem. That's what I'm getting. Alright guys, so if this is gelling with your energy, you know what, let me get a couple 3D messages for you. For those of you that can't join us in the extended, let me get a couple of these. I'm going to pull about 8 more in the extended. But let me get a couple. Alright, let's see. So we have here, Magnet. I keep being drawn back to you and I can't quite explain why. So I think he had to go deep with him because he couldn't figure out why does my heart keep leading me back to this person? Why do I feel drawn to this person? But it looks like he's figured it out. He's figured it out. He's seen the truth. He's seen the truth now. No longer blinded by the karmic illusion. Okay, he's seen the truth. He says, I'm hiding my true feelings because I feel so vulnerable with you. I have lied and told you bullshit from my ego. Yes, he did. If I let you in, you could break my heart. You could break mine too. Losing you has caused me so much pain. So they're really I told you, they're really in their fields right now, doing a lot of reflection, and they're scared. They're scared. For a lot of them, it's the first time that they're opening their heart to someone, like fully opening their heart to someone, and that's a scary thing. But it's scary for everybody. You know, and they have to realize that think that we're not scared. We're scared too. We're still here loving somebody that betrayed us. We're scared here too. Is it going to happen again? We have all these thoughts too. But we know what? We're still pressing on and still choosing love. I get triggered all to hell when you tell me that it's over. I can't bear the thought of not having you in my life. Well, you know what to do, buddy. Okay? Alright, so if this is gelling with your energy, join me next then. I'm going to look at his heart space energy for you. I'm going to see what he might be hiding from you at this time, but it looks like it's feelings. I'm going to see what's blocking the connection. I'm going to get some messages from his 3D self, some messages from his higher self. I'm going to look at potential actions towards you by the end of the month, and then I'm going to get some advice from Spirit, okay? Guys, thank you so much for your support. So you're going to see me during the week. Don't worry about that, okay? Thank you so much for your support, your likes, shares, subscribes, beautiful comments down below. Love the way that you guys support each other, because there's some people here that are really hurting right now. Okay, they're in the thick of it. Okay, and for a lot of you, you know, you've been through that cycle. So if you're gonna lend that supportive ear, you give a little bit of advice, you know, hold up your brother and sister, that will be lovely. Okay, all right, guys, take care. And remember, if you can go a step further and interact with any of the ads that may have played during this reading, that's a beautiful energy exchange for me, and you can do it for any reader that you enjoy. Okay, all right, guys, take care. Bye.